Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Apologies if the camera's doing a little bit of wobbling. You've seen the title, but I'm going to do all this spiel now. And it's a beer that was sent to me from Rate My Beer, Paul, John Tame and Michelle from Rate My Beer. And it's a beer that they've done in collaboration with Real Ale Craft Beer, so Simon from Real Ale Craft Beer, and Hackney Church Brew Co, which is sort of like Paul's local brewery. I think it's his local brewery, and it's the second time it's been brewed. And at the time of recording this video, which is Sunday the 3rd of March, the beer is going to be released tomorrow, which will make it the 4th, I think the 3rd or the 4th of March. So I'm recording this video now. I'm going to give it a review and I'm going to put it up a few hours before the beer is actually released for the second time. So a massive thank you to Paul and Michelle for that, much appreciated. Obviously Hackney Church Brew Co are going to be quite happy beers being sent out and having other channels review it. I didn't try it the first time, so I've not had it at all the first time it was brewed. It's been sent out this time to us. And the beer we are on about is a can of their Agadoo 2. And it is a pineapple weizenbock. And as you can see, we've got black lace on the front there. It's looking all very tropical and this, that and the other. And as you can, there we go. We've got Hackney Church Brew Co on that side. I'll scroll around. It's all looking very tropical and holiday mode. And we've got Rate My Beer 2024 there. And we've got Real Ale Craft Beer. It's in a 440ml can. And this is coming in at 8.4% ABV. So it's a big old beer. It's been out the fridge for about 20 minutes, something like that. Weizenbock is a cross between a Weizen and a Bock beer. Pineapple, I'm going to say we've got pineapple additives in this to give it that sort of flavour, if you like, that extra sort of oomph of pineapple. And I have no idea how much this will be or how much it was before. If I was going to take a wild guess off the top of my head, I would probably say a good £4.50, £5, but don't quote me on that. So I've had a couple of beers already today. I've had about 4 pints of San Miguel. And the PD one, 5.4%. So I'm not a big drinker, so I'm probably half cut while I'm reviewing this. So I do apologise. But yeah, that's what we're going to be looking at. So I'm going to stop talking. I don't have a Hackney Church Brew Co. I did search what sort of glass this should be served in. So a Weizen glass will suffice, apparently. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to whack it in there. So let's get it cracked open and see what we get. Hope you're well and had a good afternoon, and let's see what we get, which is just what I said before. Now, like I said, I've not seen any reviews. I know Simo has recently reviewed this. I think Paul John Tame sent quite a few out, and there was actually terms and conditions with this. He told me he was sending this out, and he said, oh, the Hackney Church Brew Co would like you to review this beer and release it before they actually release it themselves. So obviously a bit of publicity, but I don't mind. So we'll whack it out and see what we get. And colour-wise, it's looking Weizen-like, and it's also got that sort of pineapple juice kind of look about it, shall we say. Should I have been a bit more hefty on the pour? I was probably a little bit gentle, but beer in a glass. Yeah, it's got that hazy look of a Weizen. It hasn't got that massive head of a Weizen, but I was a bit gentle, but it looks decent. It's sort of like, how can we call it? The pineapple juice in colour, you could say. Murky, hazy, wheat beer sort of look about it, but looks decent. Not seeing any carbonation go up, but I have no doubt there is some in there. So I'm going to stop waffling on, swirl it, and let's have a sniff. Now, I would expect a massive pineapple hit. Oh wow, fair dues. Oh wow, that banana is absolutely massive in there. The Weizen side of it is huge. For me, on the nose, full on banana sweets. Remember the old banana sweets that you used to get? Full on that. The pineapple is there, I'm going to say, but it's subtle in the background, and that's what I was fully expecting to get on the nose. Oh, it's banana sweets. It smells divine, to be honest, it's got to be said. And I will say, I told Paul John Tame, if I think it's shit, I'm going to tell him it's shit. There's no bollocks with me. If I don't like a beer or I think it's a bit dodgy, I will say. But certainly on the nose, yeah. I mean, it's a mass of banana with a subtle pineapple note just tickling in the background. And for me, the box side of it with the extra ABV, you do just get a slight aroma of a booziness on it, but it is minimal. It's almost milkshake like on the nose. Yeah, there's just that little backdraft of sort of like an ethanol sort of thing going on, but it is just a subtle backdraft. It is 8.4%. So I'm going to stop talking. I don't think there's anything in there, but I'm going to give it another swirl anyway. See what we can get out of it. And we are going to dive in on Hackney Church Brew Co. and their collaboration with Rate My Beer and Real Ale Craft Beer. And this is their Agadoo 2 Pineapple Weizenbock, 8.4% ABV. It looks like a lovely beer. Should I have been more vigorous? I don't know, but look at that. Looks good. Let's dive in. Cheers. You definitely can't knock it. It's doing what it says. And it's certainly not a bad beer. What we've got is a mix of styles and a mix of flavours in there. And it just gets your head thinking. But it's by no means a bad beer. By no means. It's a little bit head pickling, shall we say. It's a little bit head pickling. Because you've got the Weizen side, you've got the Bock side, and then you've got this pineapple thing in the middle, and it's like your brain's trying to comprehend all three things going on. Let's go in again. .4. You might expect a slightly heavier body. You might expect that. It's certainly in my head. I was certainly expecting it to be a bit thicker, a little bit heavier. By no means thin. It's by no means watery. But it has got a decent body to it. I mean, there is that chewy sort of element to it. But I wouldn't say it's as heavy as I was expecting. Really, really smooth. Really smooth. It is like silk, really, to be honest. I've got the hiccups. Yeah, that is smoothie smooth, that is. Proper smoothie smooth. Carbonation is minimal. Really soft as you drink it, and it goes down a treat. The more I drink of it, for me, what I get, you do get the box side of it in the sense of the alcohol. For me, on the taste, it's all wheaty and Weizen. You do get that pineapple hit in there. The pineapple thing is very much, it's pineapple juice. It's got to be pineapple juice added. I've not looked at this. It's got to be. I'm not even going to try and read it. But yeah, it's full on Weizen. with that pineapple juice sort of added. Bock wise, where they would say it'd be more malty, I'm not sure I really get that. I'm not sure I really get that maltiness in there as such in flavour. For me, what I get from the bock side of it is that extra ABV. That's where you feel it's like it's for me it feels more like a really strong Weizen, but at the same time you don't get that 8.4%. What you get is that little tickle of an ABV in the background. It drinks very much, in my eyes, like a pineapple Weizen rather than a weizenbock. See, the bock side of it, apparently a weizenbock should be more malty, and you should be picking that note up. And I guess it kind of, what I would say maybe is the malty side is there on that initial taste as you go in, but it doesn't linger. The wheat side of it sort of takes over. It's a decent drop. It drinks easy. Like I say, the 8.4%, you know there is that little bit more weight to it, but I wouldn't say it's overpowering. If I'm going to be brutally honest, it's a decent beer. But when you're drinking it, for me, it just feels like a Weizen with a pineapple backbone to it, if I'm honest. Don't know how much it is. It's a decent drop though, it goes down well. Good weight to the beer. Yeah, and like I say, it's just got that tickle of alcohol in the background. And it is a tickle. It's not like, that's a bit too much. I don't, and I do like it. It's good beer, and I don't dislike it. But it just feels, in my opinion, like a strong Weizen. And if that is your thing, that is going to suit you down to the ground and perfectly. The pineapple in it is nice. It gives it that subtle sort of fruity note on the nose. The banana, that spiciness was there, and the spiciness is probably there in the taste. Yeah, you still get that sort of spiciness from a Weizen in the taste. It wasn't one of them things that I sort of picked up on initially, but reminding yourself, yeah, it is a decent beer. And all I'm going to say is, I look at this as a strong Weizen with pineapple notes in it, and yeah, I can't knock it. I really can't knock it. I really can't. I know I might look a little bit underwhelmed, but I think the beer was kind of, there was a lot going on with it, and it's taken me a bit of time to sort of like process everything. But yeah, a dangerous beer, it's got to be said. I think that's one, if you drunk that in the summer, if you had some of these and you're sitting outside on a barbecue night or barbecue afternoon, you don't want two of them, or certainly don't want any more than two of them, because I think that ABV, although you get a tickle of it, it's well hidden. It will catch you up with that pineapple feel and the Weizen drinkability that it gives you. It's a dangerous one. Box side of it, I don't get so much of that apart from in the ABV. But yeah, a decent drop. So if you like your Weizens, definitely recommend giving it a go. That's my first beer from Hackney Church Brew Co. Hopefully, Paul John Tame will send me some more. I've got another one to do from him, as it happens. But yeah, decent drop. So when you're watching this beer will be, well, hopefully, by the time this beer gets released, I think they are actually releasing it on their website 3 hours later. I'll be releasing this at the time we're doing this. This is Sunday. I'll be releasing this midday on the Monday. By 3 p.m, I think it's going to be released on their website. So if you want to give it a go, Feel free. If you like a Weizen, you're going to like it. If you like pineapple, you're going to like it. If you're expecting that big bock side, you might be a little bit disappointed, but I'm no expert on weizenbock, so there you go. Thank you all for watching. Waffled on for way too long, 15 minutes. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again on another beer review very soon. Cheers.